Oh yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Bam! Today's Tuesday, our Marketing Tuesday, and I will start our Marketing Tuesday in about 30 minutes or so. But first, I'm gonna do a painting. Look how nasty this is. I just want to show you guys. Look, my skin broke. I don't know if it's the cold, something. Look at that. Ew, muy malo. Anyways, all right, let's do this. Do a landscape painting. So we're gonna use a graphite, okay? I'm gonna use a graphite really quick. For those of you who are like, man, what are you doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm muy macho. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Intuitive. Play with it. Remember, you have your rule of fourths, rule of thirds, rule of fourths. I just made another rule up. You're playing with it. You know, guys, one of the things that I've learned being an artist, because I'm always like, one of the things, I learn all kinds of ish being an artist. And it is that you just gotta go. Like, you gotta go. You can't really sit there and question it. You can't really sit there and hope. Like, you gotta go. You gotta move. And even if you don't like what you're doing, especially when you don't like what you're doing, is when you gotta go. I'm going to be doing some art classes very soon now, and I know from personal experience that a lot of people have a problem with that. Lots of people have a problem with just going. Everybody wants to figure. Why you put that green there? Oh my God, why'd you put that green there? Because I wanted to. Why are you using that blue there? Can you explain to me? No, I can't explain. That's the whole point. It's art. Can't really explain why. It just felt right. You know, here's another thing, because your own intuitiveness, your intuitive superpowers are going to tell you to maybe put something else. You have to listen. You have to listen without thinking. So, look at that. Take that. Be a little bit aggressive with it. Show the canvas who's boss. Canvas will love that. If you let it know who's boss. Look at that. Even the brush is fighting with me. It's like, vaya con Dios. And there's power to it. There's power to it. I know it seems like I'm playing. I know it seems, because I am. But I know it seems like, like I'm all careless. And it's not really that. It's not really that. It's just that I know from my own experience that when you create artwork, you have to quiet the reptilian brain. The reptilian brain. You have to quiet the thinker, right? You have to quiet it down. And you can't really quiet it down. I know it sounds kind of esoteric. I've spoken about it a lot. You can't really quiet it down. It's there. It's supposed to be there. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there. It's supposed to be there. It's trying to protect you. It's trying to protect you from I don't know, any of your endeavors in life, right? It's doing what it's supposed to do. It wants to protect you. The thing is that it's not doing you a favor when it comes to moving to unknown waters, to actually thriving in your career, whatever it is for you. It doesn't help you. That fear was placed there to keep you safe from probably from diseases, saber-tooth tigers, and all kinds of strange stuff, right? But in the pragmatic, real, experiential world, it's not doing you a favor. It does nobody a favor. It does no one a favor. So the fear, the way that I move away or beyond the fear of creating artwork, because see, this is what a lot of artists do. They're like, oh my God. And then they get some paper and they're like, oh my God, oh man, that's not it. Oh. And then they'll get a little tiny brush. Okay? I'm telling you this to tell you that I already done it. They get a little brush and they go. And maybe that's your jam, okay? That's totally cool. That's your jam. I have nothing against that. But don't let it stop you, is what I'm trying to say. How's it going, Bruce? Bruce and Doris Kennedy. Thank you guys for joining this awesomeness. So what I'm saying is don't let it stop you, because it will try to stop you. Your own mind is almost always the only thing between you and what you want. Your own mind, it's I know it sounds so cliche, but as an artist, we experience this with all sorts of they're excuses, really. They just sound very intelligent, you know? We call it the artistic process. That's one of them, right? Another one is inspiration. That's another one. Inspiration is really paralysis. It's perfectionism dressed up in a fancy word, you know? So what I'm saying is don't let it stop you. It is a practice, because you cannot quiet the mind. Nobody does. Maybe a couple of people did. One of them we know. A few we know. Someone even wrote a book 2,000 years ago about that person, aka the Jesus. But most of us don't. You know, most of us don't. Most of us have a very hard time to quiet the mind, or as it's referred in some of those sacred books, the strong one, right? Deceiver, and on and on and on. It's just really your mind trying to say you're not good enough. It puts all kinds of stuff there, and it's my belief. I've talked to my wife extensively about this. I feel bad because sometimes I subject her to my making sense of this thing. I've been on this journey as an artist for a long time, and I've told her many times, look, I think that anything you sit with, you will learn to criticize. Anything you sit with, you will learn to criticize. You will learn to dislike. Anything you sit with. Like if you have enough time to sit and look at something, first you're probably going to like it. Okay? But if you look at it and you look at it and you look at it, you're going to start not liking it. You're going to start being like, oh man. It's like looking at a painting. You can't, or looking at not a painting, looking at a canvas, at a picture in your home. Before you know it, you're going to start thinking, oh man, but gosh, I hate that frame. Or it's hanging crooked. Or, you know, it's just the way the mind works. The mind does that automatically. It's into it. The food of the mind is thought. And there is no thought. There can't be thought without problems. I mean, look at every movie. The reason we watch movies is to what? To entertain ourselves, right? We entertain ourselves watching movies. And there can't really be movies without there being conflict. There has to be a conflict for there to be the archetypal hero going into the belly of the whale and then resurrecting, right? And then we got peace and sunshine again, hopefully, right? And this is done because that's how the mind interprets the world. The mind interprets the world that way. And if you're an artist, this could be going in your mind. You know, if you're painting, you're like, man, the color's not right, the composition is off. Look, guys, Just go for it. Let it be wrong. Let it be wrong. And then maybe the next one will be slightly better. And maybe the next one will be slightly better. And on and on. Let it be wrong. I love one of my favorite books. It's called the Tao Te Ching. And I think it's translated as The Way. It's one of my all-time favorite books. And one of the passages there, one of the pages, it says, in order to be to straighten up, right, to make something right, allow it to be crooked first. I love that because it applies to art. Like, allow it to be wrong, allow it to be messy, allow it to suck. It's okay. If that's what your mind thinks, agree with it. Don't disagree with your mind. Agree with it. If you don't feel it's right, if you feel like you don't have inspiration, if you feel like you never have good ideas, don't disagree with your mind. Agree with it. Be like, all right, cool. Yeah, all right. I agree with you. Okay. But I'm going to continue to do it. I agree. Okay, cool. Sure, why not? I don't feel inspired. Okay. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I don't feel like my work is good enough. Cool. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop. The colors are too bright. Cool. Whatever, right? Agree with it, but don't stop. Don't buy into it. Just politely tell your mind, I know you're complaining. I know you love doing that. I understand. But we must keep moving forward, whether you like it or not. See, that's how we get shit done. We agree with it, and then we still drag it, and we carry it to the finish line. All right, guys, there you have it. My name is Jose Trujillo. Look at that palette. I'm one hell of an artist. I'm, in fact, the world's greatest living artist. The crowd goes wild. Wow. All right, take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Adios.